time for a struggle challenge. Let's see what you got for me today. Help! I just bought a jumbo bag of Halloween candy, but I didn't get that many trick-or-treaters this year. Plus, my kids brought home their own buckets full of candy. What can we make with all this candy? We better see what you've got in your fridge. Wow! That's a lot of candy! Your kids did well. This is a lot of candy. I'm no confection expert, and I don't even know how to begin to melt all these down to their sugary essence and then create something different. So I'm thinking rather than transform the candy into something different, why don't we keep the candies the way they are and mash them all together somehow? Perhaps I could create a spooky scene, or no, even easier, a multi-layered candy casserole. That's what we're gonna do. Let's head over to the pantry and see what else we've got. We got some peanuts, something salty to go with all the sweet. We got some peanut butter. I mean, maybe that goes with the peanuts. Maybe I could do a peanut butter layer. Got some pudding filling. I see pretzels and chips. I see graham crackers. I think this is great. The pudding's not gonna become pudding on its own, so we gotta head back to the fridge. Milk, cream, and ketchup. It's a joke. I think we've got everything that we need here. We've got some crunchy layers, we've got some creamy layers, we've definitely got sweet layers, and then we've got some salt to cut through all the sugar. That's everything we need for a use up your candy casserole, which is what I'm calling this. Let's get started. Let's start by making our pudding so it can set up. Milk! Add the mix. I'm just following the directions. I don't know much about pudding, but I do know it needs to chill. All right. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna throw this in the fridge so that it sets up and gets even firmer. Now I need to make some whipped cream. Here's cream. I don't have an electric hand mixer, but I do have the Electro Mixer 4300 Human Edition. With variable speed. I think we're good. That is a stiff peak. Let's make this thing. I've got a glass dish. First thing we need is a base layer. I think the graham crackers are the way to go. All right, we're just gonna crush these by hand. Here we go. We've got our base layer of graham crackers. Let's get some pudding to put on top. Nice. Pudding, here we go. That really set up quickly. We got our graham crackers. We got our pudding on top. The pudding is gonna be absorbed into the graham crackers. It's time for a layer of candy. Let's do a multi-chocolate layer. So we'll get the Kit Kats. Boom, boom, boom. I got chocolate peanut butter cups now. I'm getting some serious nostalgia swimming through all of the candy right now. Nice. That's a good layer. Why don't we hit this with some whipped cream? All right, I've got unsweetened whipped cream here because there's a lot of sweet, let's be honest. Perfect. Let's do a layer of M&Ms. Ooh. Peanuts and M&Ms are similarly sized. So this way we got some salty, we got some sweet. Let's get a little more whipped cream on here. So now I feel like we should do some chocolate candy bars, an assortment, and sort of lay them as if we were laying bricks. I would definitely recommend having your kids help unwrap the candies. I just lost a Tetris, didn't I? I'm gonna do one more layer of whipped cream, and then I'm gonna create the most amazing, visually appealing top coat. So I'm gonna put Sour Patch Kids all over the top of this because I'm thinking Sour Patch Kids are acidic, sort of like vinegar, and that's gonna balance out the flavors. Plus, they're colorful, which will look nice. Oh my God. There's Swedish fish in here. I feel like we need a flagpole or something. How about a pop? I don't know if we made that big of a dent in the candy, but this is quite the masterpiece. Let's have a look at it. We used a clear dish so that we could see some of the layers. However, it seems like the application of my ingredients was a little bit sloppy, so I don't really see that delineation that I was hoping for. It's a 3rd grade level, but I'm an optimistic one. I like the colors, and it looks pretty good, so I'm gonna give it a 7 on looks. Now let's see how it tastes. Yum. It's really weird. System error. Too many candies, too much sugar, too much flavor, too much to process. Honestly, doesn't taste so great. That's all good. And so I give it a 3 on flavor. 7 and 3 is 10. That's a 50% out of 20. F for Frankie. I do think you can have success with multi-layered candy casserole. You've got to choose a path and keep the flavors simple. Like, don't combine more than 3. I did not pass the challenge today, but I did have a lot of fun.